Okay, so let's start with matching headings today. Can you just a minute? I'll be sharing my screen with you. This is week two, which we are going to start with, and it is week two reading. Okay, so I've been sharing now my screen. Can you see my screen, people?
Yep.
Okay, so first of all, we are going to start with matching heading. This is a very important part of IELTS, and like in every IELTS, you would be getting various questions related to matching heading section. So generally, it's a lengthy passage, as you can see. So it's a generally a lengthy passage. So generally, it is like it comprises of 12 questions or something 10 also. Generally 12, 13, 14, 15 also. Okay. So it is a passage which is divided into various paragraphs. As you can understand that this is one passage which is divided into several paragraphs, and these paragraphs are named. So like the name is A, B, C, D in alphabet. So the first paragraph would be A, the second paragraph would be B, and then C, and then D likewise. So each paragraph has to be given a suitable heading. Okay, so every paragraph requires a suitable heading which we have to select out of a lot of options which are given back there after the passage, and we need to select the appropriate heading, and we need to give the appropriate heading to the passage, to the paragraph, sorry, to each of the paragraph. So heading has to be selected from various answer options. So there would be various answer options now from which you have to select the your heading. So how does it looks like? So we need to understand that how this particular type of passage or these paragraphs looks like. So we are going to see that now. This is the example of the passage. As you can see on the top of it, A and B. These are the part of the passage. Suppose that the passage is divided into A and B two parts. Okay, so paragraph one is A. It's named after A. It's like A, and it is B. So and then there are questions. So these are the questions. But these are see question number 1 to 6. These are not the questions. So reading passage has 6 paragraphs labeled as A to F. Okay, so there are more. Choose the most suitable headings from the list of headings below. So now these are the list of headings. These are not the questions. So what people do sometimes they get confused. These are the questions. These are not the questions. These are the
Santosh, can I ask one simple question?
yes. Please ask.
Uh, this particular part is belong to academics and as well as general training questions.
Yes, both.
Both. Okay,
Yes.
sir.
So
Thank
in
you. Thank you.
both the like academic or general training, you will be getting such questions. Okay, now these are the list of headings as I told you. So these are 1 to 7, these are the headings. And A to F are what? A, B, C, D, E, F. The passage will be divided into various sections A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Now what you need to do is for the A, you need to first of all give up appropriate heading out of these 1 to 7. That means you can give a heading of A as 2 or 3 or 7 depending on whether it matches with it or not. So if it would be an appropriate heading, you'll be taking the answer option or you'll be taking up the answer option. Now, so the now we are going to talk about the next thing. So importance of matching headings. So first of all, minimum one section and sometimes two sections are expected from matching headings. That is 10 or more questions. So you need to understand that as I told you that minimum one section and sometimes two sections are expected. That means two sections can be of match from matching heading and more than 10 questions are generally expected. Now it is considered to be a difficult area. Okay, it is like a difficult area because it's sometimes becomes a little difficult to spot these answers, particularly give this match these headings appropriately becomes a cumbersome task. Now the next is it takes a little extra time if done normally. Normally means what? I mean, if you'll be reading the complete paragraph and then complete all those things, I mean the options, and then one by one you'll be doing things. So you can do it, but it will take extra time. Many traps are laid out in the questions which reduces the score. Now what happens is like many of the time various type of traps like sometimes synonyms are given. So you won't be able to spot out the exact answer most of the time. So what happens like many traps are there which reduces the score. So we need to understand those traps. Now, what are the common traps? So it is difficult to understand complete meaning with time constraint. So the biggest difficulty is like some of the people, what they don't understand the text. Why? Because they are not in a habit of reading. Now they are not in a habit of reading and they do not practice also more. So what happens when you're not in a habit of reading and you do not practice? So your understanding of the text, it reduces, it goes down. So what do you think? Like you'll be keep on reading twice or thrice, then also you'll not be understanding the text. So sometimes it becomes difficult to understand complete meaning with time constraint. And in fact, the time would be ticking. So what you'll be doing is you'll be getting into a panic state, and what you'll be doing, you'll be misunderstanding it. Okay. The first thing is that the another is use of synonyms or difficult words in the passage and answer options. So sometimes what they write arduous in the paragraph, and they would be writing cumbersome in the answer option. Now both have the same meaning, that is difficult, but the student, the person who would be the aspirant wouldn't be understanding exactly whether arduous means difficult. Sometimes it is because of the synonyms, or sometimes they say that when arduous is written, so I would be taking it or taking this as an answer option when the same word will be written. No, you will not do that. Okay. So it is sometimes the synonyms which are actually written. You need to understand one thing. The basic bottom line is that the meaning should be the same, whether it's written whatever, but the meaning has to be the same in the paragraph and the answer option. Now, keywords are used for deviating candidates. Similarly, if cumbersome is written there in the end, and now cumbersome is written here also, so what you'll be saying that, oh, this is the answer, but actually that is not the answer most of the time. So that is also a trap. So whenever same words are used, be very careful because they would never be giving you so easy passage that the same word will be used. I mean, in the question also and in this one. I mean, the passage also. Use of paraphrase sentences. So there would be a paragraph. There would be something like it would be written like men are okay. Mothers are better than fathers at parenting. Now the same thing which has been paraphrased in the question, they would be writing it like this, females are effective guardians than males. Now, the meaning of the two are exactly same, but you won't be understanding it. So this is paraphrased sentence. So when paraphrased sentence is there, then you'll be saying, no, 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 this cannot be the answer, but actually the answer is that. Okay, so be very careful about these common traps. One more, it creates confusion and panic by which overall performance in reading gets affected. So it creates confusion and panic, the time constant. So most of the people, I mean, they are very conscious about the time particularly. So by which overall performance in the reading gets affected. And once it gets affected, the panic state, once it comes, it definitely it affects all the other answers as well. Now this is the answer sheet, how it looks like, and you have to put in answers like this. So the question number one, the paragraph, it could be like this. Once you'll be doing it, you'll be understanding. Now, tips and tricks. Read all the headings first and then the question. So first of all, what you're going to do, first of all, the moment you'll be getting such question, immediately start reading the headings. Read the first two sentences of each paragraph and match it with the headings one by one. Now, what you need to do, first part, that is part A, you'll be reading, and you'll be reading only two sentences of it, not more than two sentences. And whatever is the meaning of the two sentences, now you will start looking from the answer options one by one. So the first one, first heading, whether it matches or not. The second heading, whether it matches or not. Third heading, whether it matches or not. So only the meaning of two sentences of the first paragraph, that is a paragraph, you will be matching with all one by one, all the options one by one. Match meaning of the first two sentences completely with meaning of not keywords of the question, not keywords. As it has been clearly be pointed out that you have to match the meaning of the question of the the meaning of the two, not the keywords. So you need to be careful about that. If you are not getting the answer, then read the entire paragraph and get the main idea out. Now you'll be sometimes be seeing that okay, these two sentences are not helping you out, the initial two sentences of every paragraph. are not helping you out, then you'll be reading the entire paragraph to get the main idea, and the main idea will be the answer option because that is the theme. After finalizing a heading as answer, cross it. So whenever you'll be finalizing a heading, that means it is the final one, it is the best one. Now you know that this is the answer, then cross it. Immediately cross it with a pen or pencil so that you will not be reading it again because the confusion would be lesser now. Now if shortlisted any answer, then mark some sign like a circle. Like if you'll be having a tie between two answers, like you'll be saying that this can be the answer, that can be the answer, then you would be doing what? You would be just marking a circle or a star or whatever in your ways that it has been shortlisted and let's move ahead. Do not waste extra time there finding out what can be the answer option because very soon some other answer option will be absorbing one and you will be left with the retained choice for the previous one. Now, the answers will never come in order. So the answers will never come in order. This is also there. You need to do it and then you will be understanding. All headings will not be used. So there will be 16, 17 headings for 8 questions. This can also be possible. So all headings will not be used. Be careful. Answer must be in numeric form. So answer must be in numeric form. Once you'll be doing, you'll be understanding. Now, this is the paragraph which is there in your book also. So I would request each one of you to read it. Okay, and one person I want to read it out loud. So anybody who would like to read it? Okay, Tabilla, can you read it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
The
please.
first recorded the first recorded case of an airline passenger turning seriously violent during a flight, a phenomenon now widely known as air rage, happened in 1947 on a flight from Havana to Miami. A drunk man assaulted another passenger and beat a flight attendant. However, the man escaped punishment because it was not then clear under whose legal control a crime committed on plane was, the country where the plane was registered or the country where the crime was committed. In 1963, at the Tokyo Convention, it was decided that the laws of the country where the plane is registered take precedence.
Okay, thank you. Please read the headings also.
List of heading: a decline in the tolerance of passengers, disproportionate growth.
Okay, stop. See, now everybody be careful about this. Like which heading it will be taking. It can take. Okay, so how we'll be doing it? First of all, we'll be reading. As I told you, you need to read one paragraph. Okay, and you need to read as Sabinda has read all the stuff, but we have to read what? We have to read just the first two sentences. So the first two sentences, the first sentence ends here at Miami. Miami, it is here. And the second ends at attendant. Okay, so attendant, right? So the first one is we'll be reading only up to here. So the first recorded case of an airline passenger turning seriously violent during a flight, a phenomenon now widely known as air rage, happened in 1947 on a flight from Havana to Miami. A drunk man assaulted another passenger and bit a flight attendant. Full stop. Now I'll not be reading more than these two. And now I'll be seeing the first one, the first heading, whether this heading can be used to denote the paragraph A. So for paragraph A, I'm going to give a suitable heading out of the list of headings. Now it starts like this. So a decline in the tolerance of passengers. Can I say that it is a decline in the tolerance of passengers? So many of you would be saying, yes, a drunk man assaulted another passenger. Why not? It's a decline in tolerance of passengers. Okay, that's good. Now read the second, third, and up to the last one. You have to find the most appropriate one, which would the probability of which would be closer. Now, disproportionate growth. Second, can we do it? Can we do it? No. Why? Because no disproportionate growth has been talked about. Now, pilots and aircrew cooperate. No, not at all. It is not at all written here, or it is not in context with this. Additional action, no. Smaller seats, no. Laying blame with airlines, no. Origins, I don't know. A major threat to travel, yes. A drunk man is assaulting a passenger. It could be a major threat, right? Demands for change. Demands for change is like I can't say. Business people, no. New research pinpoints the causes, no. Pace of life, no. Passengers at the root of the problem, yes, it can be. Personal experience, I can't say. No, not at all. So now what we'll be doing is we'll be now ruling out each of those which we have selected, like passenger at the root of the problem. Why not? Because see, a passenger is trying to assault or he assaulted. Okay, but this is not as better as the others are. Like for example, we'll be saying a decline in tolerance of passengers at the root of problem. No, I'll be telling you why. See, you need to actually go to the meaning of it. So it is what? It is about a flight which is carrying a passenger in 1947 and a drunk man assaulted another person. Okay, so it is about this. So as you can see, the first recorded case of an airline passenger seriously turning violent. So the first line itself says that it is the origin. So it is actually the origin of air rage, which we are talking about. That the first recorded case. We can get our answers in the very first line. It was recorded when a person seriously violent during a flight. What does seriously violent means? What? Air rage, isn't it? So airline passenger, when he runs into violence or seriously getting violent, that means what? That means air rage. So air rage happened for the first time when it was in 1947. So that's why origins would be the right answer. Okay. A decline in tolerance of passengers. Why we cannot say? Because we are not especially talking about all the passengers or passengers. So it is passengers. You can see passengers means more passengers. We are talking about one man. So that's why this cannot be there. Now, passenger at the root of the problems. So we are discussing only one problem, not problems. So it is not one, various passengers. It is only one passenger. So the meaning 100% is not right. 100% is not right here as well. 100% the meaning goes only with this particular option. That is having the most, I would say, more probability. So it is only about the probability in the end. But it should be match. But you should match the meaning as well, right? Now let's move on to the next part of it. So it is like the so now, as I told you that you have to strike off whenever we are done with one. That's why origins I have already taken. That's why it is you can see it is in red. So leaving it now, moving on to the other part of it. Let's read the passage or paragraph B, and then let's find out what can be the answer. Okay, requesting Ankur to read it. Ankur, please read it. Okay, Ankur is not there. Anybody else would be trying? Ritu ma'am?
Sir, I'm here and I can do it.
Okay, Ankur, please read it.
The
Only first
frequency
two
of
lines,
air.
first two sentences.
Okay, sir. The frequency of air rage has expanded out of proportion to the growth of air travel. Until recently, few statistics were gathered about air rage, which indicate the passenger are increasingly likely to cause trouble or engage in violent acts.
Okay, stop. Okay, now requesting everyone to take your time. I'll be giving you a minute's time to find out the answer. Okay, please tell me your answers. What do you think would be the answer? Anybody?
Disproportionate growth.
Okay, why?
Because it clearly mentions in the first sentence that it's because of the expansion that has happened out of proportion to the growth of air travel. So that pretty much, in a very concise way, puts across the point. Disproportionate growth.
Now
These
that's
two.
good. This is the answer. But one thing we need to understand is that not using this word proportion, most of the people they would be taking it just because proportion is there and proportion is there.
Mhm.
So it can be a keyword type of thing which we can, but it is resembling, but it is not the way how you'll be thinking. This is the way. On the top, see air rage. The growth is 100 to 900. For example, If the growth of air travel is 100 to 200, then the growth of air age is 100 to 900. That means the growth is 100% in air travel, and here it is 900%. That means the ratio is 1 is to 9 is to 1. Now see, the frequency of air age, that means 9, has expanded out of proportion to the growth of air travel. That is 1. So that means there is a great change in the proportion also. I mean, the frequency of air age has expanded out of proportion means has expanded a lot, means air age is getting more and more. If compared to growth of air travel, it is not. It is many times much higher than growth of air travel. So now, understanding the meaning of it and then taking the right option is the right way. So disproportionate growth comes from the meaning of it, not by the proportion word. Okay, am I clear, everyone? Any questions you
Yes.
have?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, please. So let's move on to the third part of it. Now we'll be giving you 1 minute more to read this one. Now two has been striked off. Now the third you have to take up. Only first two paragraphs you need to go through. First two sentences. Sorry. Start.
May I, sir?
Okay.
Sir, passenger at the root of the problem.
Okay. Anybody else?
Major threat to travel.
Okay.
A major threat to travel.
Okay. Yes, the answer is major threat to travel. Now why?
Sir, actually, I have done this particular paragraph in the class itself, so I'm not going to answer these questions because I already know it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So the answer lies here. Very real dangers to flying.
Mhm.
Aside from discomfort and disruption, air race poses some real dangers, some very real dangers to flying. So, some very real dangers means, now see, major threat to travel. So, dangers to travel or fly is the same thing. Okay, now moving on to the next. Try this one. Okay, what's the answer?
New research pinpoints the causes.
A decline in the tolerance of passengers.
Okay, sorry, I
New
didn't.
research
New research?
pinpoints the causes.
Yes, it's new research pinpoints the concept, right? Why it is so?
Well, because it starts off by telling that the causes are not known, but they're still looking for it. So
Yes,
that means research.
yes. And a particular keyword which is here, that is a recent study. Recent study means what?
Mhm.
New research.
Again, research.
Yes, new research. Study means research, recent means new.
Mhm.
So this is how they play. Okay. So the meaning is the same. Means these are the causes by which the new research is pinpointing the causes of air age. So the causes of air age are not known for certain, but it is generally thought to be the factors which include these all things. So the causes means the reasons of air age. are not known for certain, but they believe that these can be the things. But a recent study, that is a recent new research, has identified the issues, means pinpoints the causes as below. So that's why 11th is the answer. Now let's try E. Okay, anybody?
Passenger at the root of problems, the 12th, 13th one.
Yes, that's the correct answer. That's good. That's the correct answer. 13. Passenger at the root of the problem, because one of the major causes seems to be passengers' behavior or their personality. Fear of
Yes.
flying with the feeling of powerlessness associated with flying leads to irritable or aggressive passengers. We are talking about passengers. That's right. Okay, in the first two, you'll be getting it. Now, moving on to the next, F. Now, few of the few of the paragraphs are needed to be, 90% of those you can guess the answer by reading just two sentences. But this one is that type wherein you need to read the entire one. Then only you'll be getting the answer. Only one out of the entire passage can be like that. Okay, you have to read this entirely. Please read it entirely and then tell me the option.
So may I tell the answer?
Yes, you can.
It's the sixth one.
Okay, sixth.
Yeah.
So you can see here, like all these things which are like some people feel that physical environment, seats on the most airlines become smaller. Now, what people do is by seeing these seats on the airlines are becoming smaller, they tick this option. Smaller seats are the norm. But tell me, I told you 100% meaning should match. What is norm? Norm means some sort of rules, regulations, something like that. No. But a norm, we are not talking about norm here. So that's why it is not 100% match. That's why seats and smaller seats, this is not the answer. Now, this leads to uncomfortable and irritated passenger. Also, space for carry-on luggage is very small. Now, we are talking about seats, carry-on luggage, now misdirected or stolen the things. They're talking about
Basically, everything is pointing to the fact that the passengers are not taking responsibility for their actions.
yes, or
That
they're
is why they're.
actually here it is written that airlines could be to blame by raising passengers' expectation too high with their marketing and advertising. So this is the answer. So That is blame, laying blame with the airlines. So what is happening is airlines are raising passengers' expectation very high, and then various they are not then and when they come and they see that there are long queues and there are smaller seats, so they get irritated, because of which they get into they get involved in air rage activity. Okay, so the answer is sixth, laying blame with airlines. Now moving on to the next part, G. Let's find out. Okay, anybody?
Decline in the tolerance of passengers, the
Yeah,
first
that's the
one.
answer. Decline in the tolerance of passengers. That's perfectly right. But many of the people, they say that it can be business people fly more else also, because sometimes they read these lines and they say that business people. So it is about demanding nature of the business people, but not here. It is not written that they fly more,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you cannot draw an inference just like that out of the context of the passage that they fly
Right.
more. Yes, business people fly.
And in this, right, right.
They
And in
can
this passage, business people is just one example. It's basically
exactly.
business is part of a bigger context.
Right.
So,
So they are just an example. Business people fly more, it is nowhere written or it cannot be inferred upon as well, right? So that's why
right.
the answer would be the first one, that is a decline in tolerance of passengers. Because another reason that has been suggested is the society that is full of passengers is getting ruder and less patient. Okay, so this is the answer. Now let's move on to the next part. H. Only few are left in the black color, so you are going to just see those black colored things. So that's why you need to strike off the answers when they have been selected. Okay, so let's move on. The strongest calls. Okay, the strongest calls for action to control air rage have come from pilots and air crew. The International Transport Workers Federation argues that there are too many loopholes and that let the people escape punishment, and that the penalties are too light. Full stop. So two sentences are done. Now tell me the answer. Anybody?
Answer will be the ninth line.
Ninth? Okay, demands
Yeah.
for change. Yes, this is the answer. Why? People can say that it is the pilot and aircrew cooperate, but they are not cooperating here. It is nowhere written that they are cooperating. The strongest calls rather they are taking. So and the request for that has been come from pilots and aircrew. And then it says the International Transport Workers Federation, they argue that there are too many loopholes and the people escape the punishment and the penalty. So they are actually demanding for a change, right? So that's why now why and how we'll be seeing. First of all, we'll be seeing this. Third, no, it cannot be there. Additional action, no, it cannot be there. Smaller seats, no, it cannot be there. Demand for change, it can be there. Business people, no. Pace of life, no. So that's why the probability also will be getting demand for change as the perfect answer. Now let's move on. Paragraph I. Please read it. Okay, requesting everyone. Kavya ma'am, can you read it for us?
Yes, yes, I will. Various other measures are being used to control air rage. Aircrew are getting trained on how to calm passengers and how to predict where incidents might result in air rage and take action to prevent this.
Okay, so various other measures. Now let's try. The first one is pilots and aircrew cooperate. No additional action we can talk about. Probably smaller seats. No business people. No pace of life. No personal experience. No. What left? Additional action.
Additional action.
Right? Why? Other measures means what? Additional, and measures means
Action.
action. So various other actions are being used. Okay, so this is the end of the slide, and this is how we can do this matching headings. It's all about. Okay, just a minute, guys. Okay, So we are done with it, and this is how we do the matching heading thing. Okay, just a minute.